What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today it's time we had a chat about Shimmering Skies. I do like to bring you guys a lovely buyer's guide every time we get a new set. Well, we've got a new set. Shimmering Skies is coming out, and I think you guys need to know everything about Shimmering Skies. And the good news is, I think I might be the person to tell you all about it. Sound like a plan? Excellent. So, Shimmering Skies, we know that there is, as always, a two-tiered release for Shimmering Skies, as you might expect. It is releasing into local game stores on August the 9th, also Disney stores and Disney parks, and then there's going to be a wide release on August the 23rd. And I know some people in the past have asked why they do the staggered release. The only real reason I can think of, and I'm sure this is pretty much the only reason, is boosting up local game stores. It is literally giving a period of exclusivity where Ravensburger are basically saying, oh, you want to buy Lorcana? Get to your local game store. And you know what happens when you buy Lorcana from your local game store? You find out that there's a league going on or a casual tournament or something where you can stay and play. And then you play some games, and then, oh, look, we've built a little local community. And if you see what's happening with set championships and you see the numbers for Lorcana challenges, this seems to be working. I adore that Lorcana do this. I think it is one of the coolest things any card game company does. Giving a 2-week period of exclusivity to local game stores to try and build local communities is awesome, and I love it. So what is the set about? Well, Ursula's been defeated, and that's kind of lovely. But most importantly for me, WreckItRalph. It is a set which is properly bringing WreckItRalph. Yes, I know we had Pick a Fight. I don't count that. As far as I'm concerned, this is a set where we get proper WreckItRalph. And there's WreckItRalph and Vanellope and Taffeta Mutton Fudge. And it's a proper set where they're going, hey, you know how cool WreckItRalph was? Yeah, this. If anybody's wondering, WreckItRalph, Moana, Zootropolis. They are the top 3 Disney films, with a honourable mention going to Big Hero 6. Yes, I know they're all more recent 3D computer animated films. Don't care. Love it. So having proper WreckItRalph, I mean, we've got Badanon as a location. Yes, Badanon as a location. That is absurd, and I absolutely love it. Huge fan of this card. And I just love everything they're doing with this. I think it's brilliant. So, big fan of WreckItRalph coming around. So, what can you actually go and buy then? Well, we got the usual booster packs. We've got 3 different artworks again. One featuring Vanellope, one featuring Maui, and one featuring Donald Duck. As a side note, and pick a fight with me if you disagree, this is the coolest trio of characters we've had on artwork for the booster pack so far. I think that's kind of nice. And then, of course, we've got the usual booster box that can be picked up as well, as you might expect. But then we've got ourselves brand new theme decks, starter decks. And I love the starter decks because they do 2 cool things in them. They give you guaranteed foils and a booster pack. They're little things, but they make a big difference. They make you go from, oh, these are all right, I might give them a go, to, okay, even if I'm just going to be getting cards I might not play with, the fact that I get the guaranteed foils and the booster pack makes it worth picking up. So we've got one featuring Emerald and Steel, where we've got Scar and Kronk as our featured cards, which is rather lovely. And then we've got a second one, which is going to be Ruby and Amethyst. If anyone's wondering, the colour combination I've played the most of in Lorcana, and yes, I know I'm not the only one to say that, featuring Elsa and WreckItRalph. Obviously, they are, when I say featuring, they are the 2 foils you get in there. So having those as starter decks is cool. I love the little extra booster pack in there. I love the guaranteed foils. I think they're cool. I've got a complete set of starter decks, although for full transparency, some of them have been gifted. And I intend to keep that going, frankly. And then, of course, we get the Illumineers Trove. The Illumineers Trove remains awesome. Now, I'm going to say one negative thing here, all right? I'm a positive dude. I'm going to say one negative thing. I did like having the little player's guide, the little book in the early Illumineers Trove. And I understand why they got rid of them. Now we have dividers and dice and lore counters, and it makes perfect sense. I understand why they've done it. I just really like those little booklets because I think Lorcana's got proper job legs. And when we're on set 25 of Lorcana, I want to have a little book that takes me back through sets 3, 4, 5, 6. So I wish we still had the books, but I understand that for the majority of players, this is the better way round. I get it. I accept it. I love the troves. I buy the troves. I do miss the books. But the dice are very cool. The lore counters are incredibly convenient. And, little tip from your old pal Wassy, these troves are phenomenal for storing your collection. Like, obviously, you put all the stuff you want in binders, but anything that doesn't end up in a binder, you can fit a lot of cards in these troves. They make really, really convenient card storage. You have been warned. But alongside the trove, we've actually got a brand new product, which is releasing, and that is the Disney Lorcana Gateway. Now, this is a new kind of product we've not seen before, and you can see the big stamp in the top left-hand corner that says, Learn to Play. And if we have a look at the promotional image here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't know how well you can read it, but it says, this pack is locked, do not open until instructed by the Great Book. And you've got a starter deck there saying, do not shuffle. And you've got deck tips in there. And what they're actually doing is they are giving you a product which takes you through the game, where the decks actually come in order so they can know what you're drawing, so that the book can actually take you through how to learn how to play the game, which I just think is wonderful. I am a huge fan of this because I know how to play the game and you probably know how to play the game, but we always need more people playing the game. The easier we can make it to help people learn to play the game, the better. This is going to do that, and I am a gigantic fan. Now, in terms of accessories, we've got an 80-card deck box. We've got 2 of them, one featuring Aladdin and one featuring Tiana, both of whom are fringe cards. I've been properly digging into the metagame ahead of the Bochum Challenge this coming weekend, which, yes, it has been announced. I'm on the commentary team for that, and I am delighted. And both of these cards pop up here and there, but not in the, hey, they're staples in top deck kind of cards, which makes them perfect for this kind of product. Love it. And, of course, as you may expect, we then have sleeves featuring the same artwork as well. But what they've gone and done, and I love this, is they've gone and given us card back sleeves, which is perfect. Because you know what? Every game does this at some point. Every game at some point gives us sleeves that are the same design as the back of the card. We need these. They are a tradition. They are a staple. And like every other game gets them, we didn't have them yet. That makes me sad. We do have them now. That makes me happy. We also have a 9-pocket binder with the card back design. And again, 9-pocket binder is something that we've needed. We didn't have a 9-pocket binder before. And when you're keeping your cards, 9-pocket binders are the best. Love them. So I love that we're getting that. That makes me happy. But also a 9-pocket binder that is specifically celebrating the artwork of Nicholas Cole, which is kind of awesome because they've not done that yet. And card games don't do this. We've got a bunch of different characters, and the only thing that's really linking this artwork together is that all of the artwork is done by that one particular artist. I love this. I really, really hope we see more of this in the future. That would make me very, very happy. 9-pocket binders make me happy, but having one as a card back and one as artwork of a particular artist, I just think is a really, really nice touch. And then in terms of playmats, we've got one featuring Belle and one featuring the family Madrigal and their house. Once again, these are cards, although I will say, my co-caster Specky, maybe they're going to be responsible for Belle seeing a big uptick in play in Bochum. Just putting that out there. Because they went and won the first set championship with a deck that used this card when it wasn't on anybody else's radar. So I'm just saying this one could be seeing an uptick in the very near future. So cool. And there we go. That's what you need to know about Shimmering Skies. That's all the products that are going to be available, all of your accessories and everything else. And you know what? It's a set I'm excited about. Like, I love me some WreckItRalph. I'm a big fan of WreckItRalph. So if you're telling me that we're going to be getting a bunch of WreckItRalph cards, that alone is going to make me hyped for the set. Any new Lorcana set is going to make me hyped. And now, yeah, that's all you need to know. So now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this. Tell me what you're excited about. Tell me your thoughts, your feelings, your hopes, your dreams for the set in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Lorcana and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching WasiPlays.